If you're a new fragrance collector, then please don't skip this video. I wish I learned this when I first started because it would have saved me a lot of stress, confusion, and overwhelm, not to mention money. I know you're seeing a lot of creators on your feed with hundreds of beautiful bottles in the background. They're telling you this fragrance is blind buy worthy, this one will get you a lot of compliments, and this one is top 10 for life. And you're starting to feel like if you don't own it, then you're missing out. You feel behind, like you need to catch up with other collectors and make up for lost time. So you end up impulsively spending a lot of money on fragrances just to get your collection to a respectable size. But the problem is you're so early on in the hobby that you don't know your own likes and dislikes. You haven't explored your scent palette enough to understand your preferences. Everything just smells nice, but you don't know how to evaluate it. So you end up just trusting the words of others, creators and reviewers telling you what fragrances you should and shouldn't like. But maybe that creator got that fragrance for free and has to make a review about it. Or maybe they just simply have a different scent palette than yours. Regardless, buying based on someone else's experience is wasteful. As you grow as a collector and explore and learn about fragrances, most of the fragrances you bought early on would not be up to your mark. Instead, here's what you should do as a new collector. Shift your mindset from ownership to exploration. Your goal shouldn't be to have a big collection as soon as possible, but instead to learn and explore your likes and dislikes. Instead of buying everything that sounds remotely interesting, focus on smelling fragrances, dissecting their nuances, understanding their characteristics. Your first year should be an exercise in learning. My favorite way to do this is instead of buying any full bottles in the first year, I would buy samples. They're cheap, they let you wear and experience a fragrance, and if you don't like it, you're only out a few bucks. At the end of the day, there's no reason to feel insecure if your collection is small. Having a small collection doesn't mean you're behind, it means you're intentional. The size of your collection has nothing to do with how important the hobby is to you. With samples, you can focus on experience and learning and only commit to full bottles once you have the knowledge to evaluate your likes.